Surrounded by thugs in the basement. Having my time in the basement. Surrounded by thugs in the basement. I'm doing my time in the basement. We be flexing in the basement. Cooking these tracks in the basement.
Sanibonani molweni manene namanenikazi. It is your girl, the Blackalies. Welcome back, China. So today we will be covering one of South Africa's giant media houses being eNCA, which is worth millions of rands. No, the company isn't filing for bankruptcy, at least not yet. They still have their millions. But one of their media reporters forgot that the internet doesn't forget. Oh, yeah, it doesn't forget. So all hell broke loose immediately when Trips started noticing a pattern. Twitter investigators did what they are good at. Yeah, and then files nje bewakhishiwa left, right, and center. So I went and found out that Karen, Lindsay went to Rhodes University. Yeah, she went to Rhodes University. And we all know that Rhodes University is actually associated with this kind of behavior. After all, Rhodes University has also racial discrimination tendencies, remember dating back from, I think it was 2015, where there was a protest at Rhodes University regarding racial discrimination. So Lindsay has made a name for herself during her journalism career. She has accumulated awards from the Media Institute, Nedbank Go Green, yes darlings. So this is the clip which has made Karen very famous.
Lindsay Dentlinger is in Parliament.
It's up to him now to take the offer up.
Thank you very much, John. Quickly, Kuleko Shengwa, please keep your mask on, though, Kuleko. From the IS, thank you very much, Mr. Peter Groenewald from the Freedom Front Plus. If I can ask Mr. Kwankwa there from the UDM, please can you keep your mask on, sir? Sorry to step on up.
Today, our reporter Lindsay Dentlinger is now outside court in Cape Town to tell us more. Good morning, Lindsay.
Sorry, Mr. Bonga, can I just ask you to put your mask on before you continue? We are trying to respect COVID-19 protocols and set a good example. Over your nose too, please, sir. Thank you. Sorry, as you were saying.
I think there were two major disappointments, Lindsay, I'm afraid.
Yeah, interesting. We're going to leave it right there. Lindsay Dentlinger.
Okay, remember, Chinese, this isn't the first time eNCA gets itself into hot waters. Yeah. Around December 2019, Mr. Belay forgot Twitter isn't the office. He took his office tenancies Twitter. Sambon. He went and called Mr. Samgelo Masego a rat. Yeah. He went and called Mr. Samgelo Masego a rat. Okay, it isn't funny. Which cost him his job. Yes, it cost him his job. He lost his job. Moving right along. So, eNCA managing editor John Bailey came up front. He was Superman for the day, tried to rescue Karen by shifting the blame to the producers, saying it was a live broadcast. Reporters are under pressure. Lindsay was just following the producer's command through the earpiece. Okay. So what he's basically saying is, okay, when Potgeder appears and is on camera, in front of the camera, the producer is drinking their wine. They don't see what's happening. And then when the black news appears, all of a sudden they say, I'm wearing a mask. Shop. Anyways, moving right along. Honorable Nkwangwa, who is Lindsay's victim, racial victim, said, I quote, I don't want their patronizing apology. Yes, we don't want it. On behalf of the Chinas, we don't want it. We have been accepting petty apologies from racist white individuals, and enough is enough. Ons gaat vol, man. You know, like, there are people who still believe that racism doesn't exist. Racism exists, guys, and racism is very, if you've been a victim of racism, you understand it, and I think this is very touching to you. Like, when I think about it, as black people, as Africans, we have tolerated too much. Dating back from apartheid era, we've been tolerating, and we have been forgiving. We have been forgiving, and these people, clearly they don't want to change. No, they don't want to change. And I think it's about time as African children to just look back, you know, take a step back, look back, we'll see, where do we come from? What were we before these white supremacy came into position? What were we? You know, we were queens and kings. We ruled Africa. We ruled the entire universe. We were the teachers. Did you know that you were considered nothing in Europe? Actually, let me put it straight like this. Your education meant nothing when it wasn't, you were not taught in Africa. All these Pythagoras theorem people, Mr. Theorem or whatever, go do your research, girls and boys. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing a certain brother has been discriminated against. I'm tired of seeing discrimination happen. I'm tired of having to just accept things as they are. I'm tired of racism being a norm. I'm tired of walking into the mall or any supermarket, and then just because I'm a black child, when I walk into, let's say for instance, ShopRite, which is like which is a black target market, and is most of the black majority buy at ShopRite because it's affordable, right? So immediately when you go to ShopRite, I usually carry my backpack, you know. When you go into ShopRite, the security guard will be telling you that the black backpack, you must take it to the parcel counter. Ne? Mind you, this backpack has a wallet. This backpack has my laptop. So I should take it to the parcel counter. When I walk out, the guy will want to check my receipt to make sure whether the contents in the plastic bag do match the content which has been scribbled on the receipt paper. Like, I'm just tired of that. But when you go to Woolworths, Woolies Food, or wherever, where the white majority buys their stuff, you don't go through that. Why? Why do we allow these things to happen to us? Why? For how long will we take this? For how long will we tolerate this nonsense? These conversations have been happening with Abantu, you know, media has been having these conversations of racial problems. at Girls High, there was a problem of whether when you have they didn't want dreadlocks. When you have afro hair, they didn't want it. They wanted your hair to be tied into a ponytail. We don't have ponytails, we have fucking kafaraharas. Oh my gosh, did I just curse? I think it's getting me. I think it's getting in right now. I think. Okay, so moving back to today's topic. UDM has made a series. UDM says that the broadcaster has showed thoughtless, what do they call it? Has displayed a culture of thoughtless racism. A culture of thoughtless racism. We should actually look into that. A culture, they've displayed a culture of thoughtless racism. So, racism is basically in them. Yes, they are taught to be racist from a young age. Uti, this is a black person. You are above this person. You know, this mentality is in them. Uti, and Nancy, as black individuals, our parents and forefathers and grandparents, they've also made it into us. You know what? You know, ekazi makungena umlungu, it will be like, wow, if I could date a white guy, it would be like, and post, wow, umbonile, it's a wow factor. Why? There's people, they just like skin pigmentation or whatever you want to call it. Draw it. So EFF has also expressed these views. They say that indeed Lindsay was disrespectful, and without a doubt she was racist. And I agree, she was racist. As you can see on that clip, she did not do this thing once. We might have forgiven her if it was once, but she has been doing it for quite some time. She talked with Mr. Groenewold without his mask. Excuse me. And he finished. And he passed. And then Wavela Honorable Ngwangwa, who wasn't wearing his mask, he asked him to put on his mask. And then there's a certain incident during the Bomo trial. Other black politicians were also asked to wear their mask due to COVID-19 restrictions. You know, they are trying to protect themselves and protect also the politician. Does COVID-19 only affect black people? Are we the carriers of the COVID-19 only? No, man, like no. I don't think so. So, Chinese, let's have a conversation regarding this issue. Yeah, racism on the comment section. And please, don't tolerate nonsense. You are an African child. You are royalty. You are not inferior. You are superior. You are beautiful. And wear your skin, like own it. You know, find joy in being you. You don't need to conform to white social standards. You are good. Being black is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with you. Just get out of that mental slavery. Free yourself, black child. Okay, I think enough. Okay, Chinese. Till next time. Till next time. Please like, comment, and share the link with your friends. Invite them over. Yeah, man. If you are a new subscriber, hi China, and welcome to the family. And if you are already, and if you have already subscribed, welcome back, China, and I love you.
Surrounded by thugs in the basement. I'm doing my time in the basement. We busy flexing in the basement.